time for the healing of the wounds has come. The time to build is upon us. A rainbow nation, at peace with itself and the world.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now can see. 'Twas grace that taught.
We enter into a covenant that we shall build a society in which all South Africans, both black and white, will be able to walk tall without any fear in their hearts, assured of their inalienable right to human dignity. A rainbow nation, at peace with itself and the world. Let freedom reign. God bless Africa. I thank you.
Dance is my escape and my home away from home. I go there when I'm upset and when I'm sad and happy. When I was 2 years old, I caught a bacterial infection called pneumococcal sepsis, and it led to quadruple amputations. I wanted to go out and do everything that I had learned how to do with my arms and legs and adapt to how to do them without them. My sister was born a month and a half before I got sick. She just grew up knowing how to help me and when to help me and when to push me away because she knew I could do it by myself.
Knowing her well enough has definitely helped me know when she actually needs help and when she's just underestimating herself. I probably shouldn't help her half as much as I do because she's got it. The journey to helping someone adapt, it creates a really strong bond. I used to think that if it weren't for Kiara being my sister, I wouldn't get anywhere. I felt like that was my identity for a really long time. You know, she's a really powerful person. I see Kiara and I drifting, but always reconnecting.
Okay, everybody, this is so morning.
As we get older, we're gonna have to do our own separate things or going our own separate ways, but
I made the choice that I needed to go on my own and like really make my own connections. And I didn't feel like Kira's little sister anymore. And I like that. I mean, I love being her sister too, but it was a good change for me. Me and Era are gonna be best friends forever. Even when we go through our little rough patches where we both kind of digress a little bit, we always come back to each other.
dance is the one way that we're always connected, and so whether it's her dancing or me dancing or us performing together, we have each other's backs.
silver bowl, which rocks gently on the back of an immense blue-green tortuga. And the tortuga's scaly feet are firmly placed on the topmost of 7 craggy mountains which arise from a vast and arid plain of drifting, fetid yellow dust. And the plain is balanced precariously on the top of a small, thin, green acacia tree which grows from the snout of a giant blood-red ox with 50 eyes that breathes flame the color of the midnight sky. And the ox's hooves are firmly placed on a single grain of sand which floats in the eye of Bahamut like a mote of dust. No one has ever seen Bahamut. Some think it's a fish. Some think it's a newt. All we know is that the lonely Bahamut floats endlessly through all time and all space with all of us and everything floating in a single tear of his eye. silver bowl, which rocks gently on the back of an immense blue-green tortuga. And the tortuga's scaly feet are firmly placed on the topmost of 7 craggy mountains which arise from a vast and arid plain of drifting, fetid yellow dust. And the plain is balanced precariously on the top of a small, thin, green acacia tree which grows from the snout of a giant blood-red ox with 50 eyes that breathes flame the color of the midnight sky. And the ox's hooves are firmly placed on a single grain of sand which floats in the eye of Bahamut like a mote of dust. No one has ever seen Bahamut. Some think it's a fish. Some think it's a newt. All we know is that the lonely Bahamut floats endlessly through all time and all space with all of us and everything floating in a single thin silver bowl, which rocks gently on the back of an immense blue-green tortuga. And the tortuga's scaly feet are firmly placed on the topmost of 7 craggy mountains which arise from a vast and arid plain of drifting, fetid yellow dust. And the plain is balanced precariously on the top of a small, thin, green acacia tree which grows from the snout of a giant blood-red ox with 50 eyes that breathes flame the color of the midnight sky. And the ox's hooves are firmly placed on a single grain of sand which floats in the eye of Bahamut like a mote of dust. No one has ever seen Bahamut. Some think it's a fish. Some think it's a newt. All we know is that the lonely Bahamut floats endlessly through all time and all space with all of us and everything floating in a single tear of his eye.
have one finale piece for you. And if you've been in our audience before, you know what we're about to do. But if you're a visitor, every 8th grader gets on stage for the finale. And their dance one year, they learn the Shim Sham. And the Shim Sham is a traditional dance. It's from the 1930s. And it was done in clubs. And this dance became infectious. It started off as a swing dance, and then somehow the tap dancers adopted it. And you would see tap shows, live music. People would go to these shows, and at the end of the show, participants that knew the Shim Sham would be invited on stage. It's a really integral part of our curriculum. After they learn how to shuffle and dig and toe and slap tap ball change, mid-year we start teaching this dance. And it is really foundational. It's a piece of history that they'll be able to take anywhere with them. And they can go to Japan and see a tap show, and at the conclusion, those dancers will be doing the Shim Sham, and they'll be invited to join. So it's a great language that we get to teach these kids, that they get to spread with themselves all over the world. If they decide to travel, if they decide to see tap dance in their future, just as an audience member or as a performer, it will be with them. The way it's bittersweet here is this is how the 8th graders are going to say goodbye to you. It's their rite of passage. So, give it up for them. That little mistake wasn't their fault. They didn't know I was going to do that. And I just want to say in context that I'm going to do this dance with them. Because it's my rite of passage. I'm leaving Da Vinci with you too. Okay, so here we go.
Gentlemen, quite a show. Let's just give a moment until they're all here. So I wanted to start us off in honoring the amazing lady whose vision it was to help found Da Vinci. And I don't believe that Connie is here with us physically, but I know absolutely for every single performance, she has been here in heart, mind, and spirit. Could you please give it up for Miss Connie? complex, and the brilliance is in all those different pieces coming together. The lighting design helps set the mood. The amazingly talented Mr. Phil, could you please give it up for Phil? Sound scores, they're edited, multiple for one piece, often multiple tracks. Incredible work. I've been working with him. We've all been working with him for years. Mr. John Lansing. Backstage to make it all work, 3 amazing women. Stage manager supporting her and her daughters, Marissa and Caitlin. Marissa, Caitlin, Sue, come on stage. And thank you. So Sue, thank you so much. Okay. Thank you. Incredible work year after year, supporting her family. Costumes, amazing. Every single piece looks totally different. The brilliant work of Miss Kimberly Smay. Kimberly. Woo! Thank you, Kimberly. Downstairs in the green room, I think we could actually sell tickets. It's amazing down there. It's really fun. Coordinating all of that is Pamela Kreutz, who no longer has a student here, but just loves doing it. And she comes back year after year, just doing a brilliant job. Could you please give it up for Pamela? And really, I think probably downstairs. But we will get there's his song. There she is. Miss Pamela. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wonderful. A guest artist, Kristen mentioned him earlier, just an amazing tap artist who came, former student, came back to choreograph Mr. TJ Yale. Choreographed the first piece that you saw to open the show. Kathy Martusa, retiring from Oregon Valley Theater as a principal dancer. Wonderful ballet technique. Thank you, Kathy. Miss Claire Oberding. Eowyn Emerald Barrett, who's just been such an inspiration. And finally, dance chair, soon to be arts toast for the district, Miss Kristen Brayson.
together for the last 11 years. And she knows how much I love her, and we all love her, but to make it public to our community is really important. So, I wish you had a chair. Somebody have a chair. I like quotes. So, the arts open your heart and mind to possibilities that are limitless. They are pathways that touch upon our brains and emotions and bring sustenance to the imagination. Kristen, you have opened my heart and mind to the limitless possibilities. And you have opened this community's eyes to the limitless possibilities. So Kristen is a fact person. So for those of you that don't know, a couple facts about this program that Kristen's built. When Da Vinci opened in 1996, there were 2 dance classes offered each day. Each day, 2 classes, you guys. And today, we offer 12 classes a day. 12 classes a day. You guys don't know this about her, but she's a kind of a not kind of, she is a computer whiz and a number person, and she always jokes she was terrible at math. That's quite the contrary. Besides being a phenomenal choreographer, she's a brainiac. And so this is actually her fact, but I love it. We were working on a project together because as dreamers, we were talking about building a dance annex, which hopefully someday we'll get to do. And so this was in preparation for something we were working on for that. But she came up with this number. In a 3-year cycle, our students here at Da Vinci receive $4,050,000 worth of dance education to our public school children that wouldn't normally have access to a formal training. Most of these students wouldn't be dancing if it weren't for taking dance at Da Vinci. And that's because of you. So I'm going to brag for a second. We've had students who have been offered seats, kids that started here in term dance, who have been offered seats at Juilliard and at prestigious dance companies. They get offered scholarships for JAG, for Polaris. We have kids who've studied at Portland Ballet, Center for the Movement Arts, Sultanov Russian Ballet Academy, you name it. Our kids have gone there, NYU. And we have kids today that are choreographing nationally, internationally. One student that's touring with a really famous pop singer. And that is because of you. And this last one is my favorite. It's my favorite kind of stat, and I could go on and on, but our students that take dance that are at risk or an academic priority, meaning they're struggling in their other classes, those kids maintain skill and effort grades in dance on par with the rest of the student body, meaning they are thriving in our classes. That means that a kid can enter our program struggling at school, at home, emotionally, and they can come on this stage and be a star. They can shine, and they can say, yes, I matter. I have a voice, and I do have power. And that is the power of art and the power of the gift you have given all of these children all of these years. Da Vinci will miss you very much. And as you always tell all of the 8th graders, I will tell you the same thing now. When you leave, this is always your home, and our doors will always be open to you. And we'll miss you very much. Because she is the real freaking deal. We are so lucky. So on behalf of our community and the students, they all put their money together. In fact, one kid walked up to me and handed me a 20, and I was like, are you sure about that? Is your mom going to be cool with that? So on behalf of this community, Duncan wants to present you with something. Small token of our appreciation. He wants to talk. Should we let him?
I'm gonna talk. Okay, Kristen. Unlike these people, I've only been here for... Okay. Unlike these people, I've only been here for 2 years, but over the past 2 years that I've been at Da Vinci, you have taught me immensely. Not only have you taught me about tap, but you taught me about performing, self-confidence, and what it's really like to be a dancer. And she's been working at the school for 17 years now, so I know that hundreds upon thousands of kids have felt exactly the same way I do. Kristen, you have literally changed my life. You've done amazing things in dance department with just middle schoolers. And behalf of all of the students, we love you. And we have gifts. Everyone has gifts. So we have, on behalf of the students in the community, we'd like to present you with 2-night stay at the Resort on the Mountain. I think that's what it's called. Signed by every student in this dance department, we have a book full of all our happy wishes and love to you.
All right, last but not least, and then for the very last time, I'm going to hand this mic over to this woman, because she's... Could you want to say it? Is to thank all of you for bringing your kids to rehearsals and being so supportive and so incredible. And so many thanks to our administrators who have been here every night, working tirelessly, running around, solving problems. And of course, to Da Vinci's incredible, dedicated staff of teachers who have been working overtime to help make this possible. So please, if you're out in the audience, thanks.
Thank you guys so much. It's going to be hard to talk, so bear with me, but it is bittersweet. And when I first started here, I had a dream that these kids would be able to, at this school, feel what it felt like to be a true artist, that they would walk off this stage and have this confidence in themselves. And the kids have really made that dream come true. It's absolutely phenomenal. And for the first time in 18 years, sorry Duncan, it's 18. For the first time in 18 years, I have a little phobia about watching the performance with the audience. It's always been sort of I didn't want to ruin what it looked like in my head. And so I wanted that rehearsal image, that perfect version in my head. And so tonight, for the first time ever, I sat in the audience and watched the show. And I was absolutely delighted, absolutely delighted. Thank you. Lastly, I think one of the most important things was this all couldn't happen, and the kids all couldn't be as great as they were if it weren't for
you parents and this community. This is a grassroots community. The first year we started here, we didn't even have a principal. And seriously, and the teachers were running the school. And I've always said Da Vinci's been great because we've continued to function like that. We've rolled up our sleeves and done what we had to do to make this school as great as we could. And I know that there's a lot of demands we make on families to try to get your kids here and have this expectation and that expectation. But you guys have full-heartedly, open-heartedly rose to that occasion, and we couldn't have done it without you. So thank you so much for your support. I told the kids the really neat thing about my new job is there's 78 schools in the district, and I get to oversee all arts in all of those schools, which means that part of my job is coming back here and visiting and making sure that Da Vinci is still, growing and moving and changing and being as great as it can be here, now, and in the future. So that's it's a comfort to me knowing that I'm still going to be able to kind of come in dance class and shake my finger at you. Anyway, in closing, your students are downstairs and they're probably dying to get out. 6th and 7th graders are down there. And they are watching right now on a live feed so they can hear us. And they'll be up here in a couple minutes. We have a couple more instructions for them to take care of business-wise, and then they'll come up and see you in the hallway out there. You guys, it's been a wonderful show, and I couldn't have asked for anything better tonight. This is amazing. Thank you so much.
Everyone, have a wonderful evening.